This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Board of Public Works meeting for December 4th, 2024. I'll make a motion to open this evening's meeting.
I second.
Thomas Mulsberry,
Yes.
Steve Litwin,
Yes.
Leah Strode,
Yes.
all in favor, motion carries.
Item number 1, it does not appear we have any public joining us this evening, and we are not expecting the mayor at this evening's meeting. All right, we'll move on to item number 3, approval of the November 20th, 2024 meeting minutes. Is everybody able to review what was prepared?
Yes.
Any issues?
No concerns.
I'll make a motion to approve the November 20th meeting minutes.
I second.
Thomas Mulsberry,
Yes.
Steve Litwin,
Yes.
Leah Strode,
Yes.
all in favor, motion carries.
We'll move on to item number 4, director's report. It's all yours, Greg.
Okay, so Union Street, everything's done for the year. Yesterday was the last day of some sign installations. There was only a couple signs left and they got those in. So we shouldn't see any more work happening out there till the spring. That'll be about another, like I mentioned last time, probably about another month. The tree planting, the pattern at High Street and the rail trail crosswalks, just kind of punch list items, but I don't think that there's a ton of outstanding work, so.
Can I ask about that?
Sure.
So I've noticed there's sort of a demand path that comes off the rail trail and goes down Liberty. I think the parcel might be owned by ESB.
Yep.
Are there landscaping plans to cut that off or?
Being private property, people have just been walking through there forever, so no, not in the project.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of those paths off the rail trail that go to somebody's backyard or just because it's quicker to get to here or there,
Sure.
but.
Sure.
So one thing I did want to talk about that's somewhat related to Union Street, with the changes here at the intersection of Williston Ave and Cottage Street, there's now a no turn on red coming from Williston onto Cottage. You used to be able to take a right turn there on a red. We're not going to be able to allow that anymore because of the new crosswalk. So with the stop line pushed back farther and a pedestrian potentially being able to hit the button there to stop traffic for the crossing, traffic needs to remain stopped. Because when you're sitting here and you're back at the new stop line, you can't really see if someone is there to cross. And so we've got a few calls about that, like why is it don't turn on red now? So I just wanted to talk about it in the meeting briefly tonight that it should, with the change to the intersection and the new crosswalk there, can't allow that turning movement anymore on the red light. So.
And there's a new bike box there too, right?
A new what?
A bike box, like the green.
Yes.
Where they
Yep.
come.
Yeah. So you're pushed back that much
Yes,
further
yes.
too. So it's just the way that the roads are designed now. So. Main Street, I mentioned on our last meeting that we had met last month with Mass DOT and we're working with Bowman to incorporate some of their feedback into our design. I just received an updated concept from Bowman this morning, so I wasn't able to get that onto the agenda tonight to talk about it. But we're gonna kind of dial in on a little bit closer on some of MassDOT's comments and things we talked about with Bowman in a meeting this afternoon. And hoping to have that a better concept to talk about with the board, and that'll be an agenda item if we have it, which we should, for our January meeting.
Did they get formal response from DOT already, or is it just?
The informal comments, we're trying to work them in for now.
Preemptively.
Yes, so.
I'd be surprised if we got a formal response.
Yeah, no, not yet, no.
Do you anticipate that? I guess not with the holidays and
Yeah,
stuff.
no, probably not, but I'm hoping to have the concept with the changes that they talked about thus far, at least
Yeah, no,
in front of you guys next month.
great.
That'd be awesome.
And we have Loudville Road had this kind of a newer item that we haven't talked about. We've been receiving a number of calls from residents on the Loudville Road area expressing concerns about safety at the intersections of Loudville Road and Pomeroy Meadow and West and Glendale, and the intersection at Torrey Street. So Pomeroy Meadow, West and Glendale is a challenge because a large improvement there would require some substantial funding, and it was was a tip project to improve it about 10 years ago to make it safe. I don't know if you remember, there used to be a flashing yellow light there, and it was, I don't know if traffic stopped at it did stop, right? Yes, but so that we do have the LED flashing stop signs there. Kind of like all things considered, like it wasn't, drastically improved in right about 2014, 2015, I think is when that construction was. So it'd be hard to go back for tip funding or another large funding source to try to do something different there. But that doesn't mean we can't possibly make some smaller improvements. So our engineers, and Diane and I, are going to be working with the VHB. We're going to see if we can have them take a quick look at that intersection as well as Weston, as well as Torrey and Loudville, and see if a four-way stop at either of those locations might be something we can work in without having to spend too much money. So just some residents have been calling, so I wanted to talk about that with the board tonight, just to advise you like the comments we've received from people and kind of what we're thinking we might be able to do.
Is this more recently, or is it just?
Yeah,
it's
there was,
kind of
I think what triggered it, there was a fender bender involved in a school bus at Pomeroy Meadow, and I think the vehicle was coming off of West Street while a school bus was coming through the intersection, and somebody went and they hit the side of the school bus. So it was a driver error kind of thing that no engineering control would have prevented, but nevertheless it happened, and some people are concerned. So I think if it was a four-way stop there, it may have still happened. You can't say, but
Of course.
it's just we're going to see what we can do to take a look at what challenges may be presented by a four-way stop at either location. So get some counts and see what things look like. So that's it for tonight.
Any further discussion, any more questions? I know we had a little bit more interactive of a director's report than normal, but any other questions?
It's okay.
Okay. Well, with that, I will thank you all and make a motion to adjourn this evening's meeting.
Second. All right, there we go.
Second.
Third.
Thomas Salisbury,
Yes.
Steve Litwin,
Yes.
Leah Strode,
Yes.
all in favor, motion carried.
This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.